Hey everybody, it's Monday, April 13th, 2020. Today is day number 15 of Mr. Donley Reads. Last week we finished off the week by reading Dragons Love Tacos 2, the sequel by Adam Rubin. And this week we're going to start off by reading a book called Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type. It's written by Doreen Cronin and the pictures are by Betsy Lewin. So, I have never seen a cow that types, so I'm really interested to see what this book is all about. Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type by Doreen Cronin. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible! Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Then, he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. Well, that's pretty interesting, wouldn't you say? Cows sent an old Farmer Brown a letter, nicely typed, and they're asking for electric blankets. I wonder what Farmer Brown is going to do about that. Let's see. It was bad enough the cows had found the only typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets. No way, said Farmer Brown, no electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. How do you think old Farmer Brown's going to feel about that? Cows on strike? Man. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. Now the hens are in on it. Whew. It's getting pretty thick for old Farmer Brown. Let's see what happens. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed, no milk, no eggs. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. Cows that type, hens on strike. Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. I can see why old Farmer Brown was furious. He makes a pretty good point. You can't really run a farm with no milk and no eggs. Wonder what he's going to do. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Not sure if that tactic's going to work for old Farmer Brown. Making demands just doesn't sound like a good idea. Let's see what happens. Duck was a neutral party, and so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. I wonder what their answer is going to be. Let's see. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Wow, this is turning out to be a pretty intense negotiation. These cows drive a hard bargain. They really want those electric blankets, don't they? Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. The next morning he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. Oh man, the duck. The duck has gone from a neutral party to making demands of his own. That turncoat. Would you look at that? The duck diving off the diving board. It sounds like Farmer Brown met their demands. Well, that was Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type, written by Doreen Cronin, pictures by Betsy Lewin. So, sounds like cows are pretty good negotiators. They got exactly what they wanted. Pretty good. So, that does it for today's resounding edition of Mr. Donley Reads. Make sure to check back in tomorrow when we will read another exciting book. Bye-bye.